In the shadowy, high-stakes world of espionage, where nations rely on whispers and shadows more than bullets and bombs, few tales resonate as deeply as the story of Eli Cohen. This is not just a spy story. It is a narrative of unparalleled bravery, psychological depth, and profound sacrifice. A man who infiltrated the very core of an enemy nation, Cohen shaped the course of history in ways few have managed. His life and death became a symbol of silent heroism in the most dangerous theater of all, the Middle East. Eli Cohen was born in 1924 in Alexandria, Egypt, to devout Syrian Jewish parents. From a young age, he displayed a remarkable talent for languages, mastering Arabic, Hebrew, French, and English with ease. His linguistic dexterity mirrored his sharp intellect and a growing sense of purpose rooted in his identity. As anti-Semitism surged in Egypt during the 1940s and 1950s, Cohen's Zionist convictions deepened. He secretly worked to smuggle fellow Jews to the newly founded State of Israel. But with political tensions worsening, he and many Jews were expelled. Cohen eventually settled in Israel, where he started anew. He married Nadia Mayald, started a family, and worked as a quiet, unassuming accountant. Beneath this calm surface, however, lay a man driven by loyalty, idealism, and the kind of courage that would soon capture the attention of Israel's most elite intelligence service. The world of Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency, is one defined by extremes: extreme secrecy, extreme pressure, and extreme consequence. In 1960, as geopolitical tensions between Israel and its neighbors escalated, the Mossad identified Cohen as a promising candidate. His background, language skills, and deep understanding of Arab culture made him ideal for a highly sensitive mission. Cohen underwent a year of intensive training in espionage. He learned surveillance techniques, cryptography, radio transmission, psychological manipulation, and most importantly, how to become someone else entirely. He was taught how to kill if necessary, how to survive torture, and how to memorize cover stories so thoroughly they became second nature. The Mossad crafted a new identity for him. Kamal Amin Thabet, a successful Syrian businessman returning to the Middle East from Argentina. With a carefully constructed backstory and forged documents, Cohen flew to Buenos Aires, where he began building his cover. He integrated seamlessly into the Syrian expatriate community, developing friendships with diplomats, military officials, and business elites. His charm, wit, and apparent wealth made him a favorite at social events, and every relationship he cultivated brought him closer to the heart of the regime he was preparing to infiltrate. His performance was flawless. Not even seasoned intelligence officials suspected the truth. By 1962, Cohen had relocated to Damascus. There, his fabricated persona truly flourished. He rented a luxurious apartment near Syrian military headquarters and began hosting extravagant parties attended by the nation's most powerful figures. These gatherings became a goldmine of intelligence, where military officers and politicians, intoxicated by drink and flattery, spoke openly of plans and policies. Cohen's ability to listen without arousing suspicion was extraordinary. He was not just a spy, he became a confidant, a trusted insider whose suggestions were even implemented. One such suggestion, planting eucalyptus trees near military bunkers in the Golan Heights to provide shade, would later play a pivotal role in Israel's military planning. Beyond the parties, Cohen also traveled extensively throughout Syria, sometimes in the company of senior officials. He visited military installations, took photographs with a hidden camera, and committed details to memory with astounding accuracy. His reports back to Tel Aviv, sent by encoded radio transmission, painted a near-perfect picture of Syrian military preparedness. In one instance, Cohen reported on a secret weapons deal Syria was making with the Soviet Union. In another, he provided detailed layouts of troop placements along Israel's northern border. This wasn't just intelligence, it was a strategic advantage that would tilt the scales in Israel's favor for years to come. Over the course of 3 years, Cohen transmitted hundreds of messages back to Israel via radio, revealing troop movements, arms shipments, defensive strategies, and even the locations of critical infrastructure. His intelligence reports were so comprehensive and reliable that Israeli military command began planning their strategies around his insights. The information proved invaluable in the lead-up to the Six-Day War of 1967, particularly in the capture of the Golan Heights, a strategic victory that changed the balance of power in the region. But with every transmission, Cohen risked exposure. He knew that the Syrians were growing suspicious. New counterintelligence techniques were being adopted, and radio frequencies were being closely monitored. Still, he persisted. The pressure was immense, the stakes unimaginably high. The line between bravery and recklessness began to blur, but Cohen knew that halting now could undo everything he had worked for. Mossad officials debated recalling him, sensing the increasing danger, but Cohen insisted on staying, convinced that his mission was not yet complete. In early 1965, that risk finally materialized. Syrian counterintelligence, with the assistance of Soviet signal experts, began detecting unusual radio activity. Surveillance was increased. One morning, as Cohen was sending a routine transmission to Tel Aviv, Syrian security forces stormed his apartment. He was caught red-handed. His arrest was a catastrophic blow to Israel's intelligence operations and a shocking moment for those in Syria who considered him a close friend. Despite enduring brutal interrogation and international pleas, including appeals from the Vatican and various governments, Cohen remained steadfast. He accepted his fate with a calm dignity that astonished even his captors. On May 18, 1965, Eli Cohen was hanged in a public square in Damascus. The execution was televised, intended to serve as a grim warning to other would-be spies. Yet his composure in his final moments left a powerful impression. In his last letter to his wife, he wrote, "My darling Nadia and my dear family, I am writing you these last words, minutes before my end, with the hope that you stay together forever. I beg my wife to forgive me, to take care of herself and our children. Look after them, raise them up and educate them well, and don't deprive them or yourself of anything. Do what you must. Don't deprive the children of a father. I give you my blessing. I beg you, my dear Nadia, do not spend your life weeping for what is past. Concentrate on yourself. Look forward to a better future. I send you my last kisses to you and to the children, Sophie, Irit, and Shaul, and to the rest of my family, especially my mother. Please pray for my soul." Yet Eli Cohen's legacy did not die with him. His bravery, the depth of his deception, and the precision of his intelligence changed Israeli defense policy and saved countless lives. Today, he is remembered as one of the greatest spies in history. Schools, streets, and military installations in Israel bear his name. His widow Nadia has spent decades campaigning for the return of his remains. His children grew up with the honor and burden of his legacy. The eucalyptus trees he once suggested still stand in the Golan Heights, a living monument to a man who lived and died in service of a cause greater than himself. Eli Cohen's story is a haunting yet inspiring tale of one man's ability to alter the course of history through sheer will and conviction. His journey from a quiet accountant to Syria's most trusted confidant, and ultimately to martyrdom, is a reminder of the invisible wars fought behind the curtains of diplomacy. It is a legacy of courage, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to one's nation. His name lives on not just in history books, but in the very terrain of Israel's north, in every eucalyptus tree that shades the border, in every soldier who walks the Golan Heights, knowing that victory once came from a man who gave everything, silently, bravely, and alone.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you even more engaging stories.